Commissioner Hernandez, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes. Ready? Begin. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of
America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh,
That's not like one of those horrible school plays of like third graders.
I didn't listen to them, but thank you, Commissioner Hernandez. May we please have a roll call?
Commissioner Blanco?
Aye.
Commissioner Dickerson?
Aye.
Commissioner Hernandez?
Aye.
Commissioner Seifert?
Aye.
Chair Lopez?
Aye, are here. We have some additional meeting for the Zoom meeting. It is a regular Planning Commission meeting. Comments should have been submitted to city staff by 3 p.m. this afternoon. If you wish to comment on an agenda item, please use the raise hand icon on the Zoom platform. Once you are recognized, you will then be unmuted and allowed to comment at the business at hand in the order received. The maximum comment time is 3 minutes or is otherwise directed by the chair. If you are calling in and wish to be acknowledged, please raise your hand by dialing *9 and identify yourself when unmuted. Okay, we'll move on to the approval of the Planning Commission minutes of January 6, 2021. Have the commissioners had a chance to read those? And if so, may we have a motion?
I move. That we
Second.
approve them.
It's been moved by Commissioner Dickerson, seconded by Commissioner Hernandez. May we please have a roll call?
Commissioner Dickerson?
Yes.
Commissioner Hernandez?
Aye.
Commissioner Blanco?
Aye.
Commissioner Seifert?
Aye.
Chair Lopez?
Aye. We'll next go to the public comment period. Each member of the audience may address the commission on any subject within the commission's business. Each member of the audience and each subject is limited to a discussion of 3 minutes or as directed by the chair. And this is for items not on the agenda. So we'll wait a bit to see if there's anyone wishing to make a public comment.
We do not have any attendees at this meeting.
Oh,
So
okay. I was looking for that. Okay. Thank you so much, Dina. So we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and move on to the first item of the agenda. But before we do, I'll go ahead and give a brief procedural outline of how the meeting will be run. I will introduce the agenda item, turn it over to staff for a presentation. Once staff's presentation is completed, I will open the agenda item to the commissioners to ask any questions of staff. After questions by the commissioner answered, I will open the agenda item to the applicant who will be on as an attendee. I will then ask if any commissioners have any questions of the applicant. Once the commission has asked questions of the applicant, I will open the item to those in favor, against, or neutral toward the agenda item. For the public, please wait to raise your hand until after I've called up for public comment on the item, and the host will unmute you in the order received. Please remember, if you are dialing in, use the *9 to raise your hand. You will have up to 3 minutes or as otherwise directed by the chair. When the public comment is complete, only the applicant will be able to make any rebuttal. After the rebuttal and no further questions from the commission, I will close the public hearing and turn the agenda item back to the commission for any comments, questions, discussions, or motions. Excuse me. We'll go ahead and move to the first item. It's a consent calendar item, so we'll go ahead and move to the consent calendar. Sorry about that. Can we have a motion for the consent calendar?
I move that we approve the consent calendar.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Hernandez, seconded by Commissioner Blanco. May we please have a roll call?
Commissioner Hernandez?
Aye.
Commissioner Blanco?
Aye.
Commissioner Seifert?
Aye.
Commissioner Dickerson?
Aye.
Chair Lopez?
Aye. The motion carries.
Excuse me.
The consent calendar. Yes.
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry. It's Heather Whittam, Assistant City Attorney. I know we don't have any attendees on the line, but I still feel compelled to just at least read the item on the consent agenda. So the item on the consent agenda is Crucified Life Church Permit Amendment at 1746 South Broadway. I'd just like to read that into the record. I think the vote has been made and taken, and I think we're fine to conclude that item. Thank you.
Hey, Heather, can I just?
Thank you, City Attorney.
Can I just ask Heather on a point of order? We've never read off the consent agenda items. If there were 5 consent agenda items, we'd just say the consent agenda. Is something changed, or is it just because there's only a single thing on there?
Oh, I just did that because we were on Zoom, and so I didn't know, if someone was listening, they wouldn't know maybe what was happening or what was being voted on, but it may be unnecessary.
Okay. All right, just want to check.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. We've never read it before, but thank you. Okay, so there are no public hearing items. We'll go ahead and move on to the next other business, and which is the election of officers for the Planning Commission of 2021, the 2021 calendar year. So typically we've always, I don't know how it's been. When I was on the commission last, it's the vice chair kind of has the opportunity to move into the chairman's seat if he so desires. Commissioner Blanco, is that kind of something that you're looking? I can nominate you if you're looking at being the chair.
But I would actually would pass on that nomination at this time. So I would support any other nominations, though. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and open up the nominations.
Would you like to, well, when we move to vice chair, I'd like to ask the same question.
Okay.
So I'd like to nominate Robert Dickerson to be chair for next year.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
It's been moved by Commissioner Hernandez, seconded by Commissioner Seifert. May we have a roll call?
Commissioner Hernandez,
Aye.
Commissioner Seifert,
Aye.
Commissioner Blanco,
Aye.
Commissioner Dickerson,
I'll abstain.
Chair Lopez.
Aye for Commissioner Dickerson.
So this is after the fact, obviously, but Chair, I mean, so Commissioner Dickerson he didn't accept the nomination. I'm assuming he did by not saying anything, but I think that was just
Commissioner Blanco, greatness was thrust upon you.
Apparently you're very open to it, which is great, but it was just a little bit odd, and I think
That's
it happened
true.
last go around where you nominate somebody. I mean, I could have been nominated, I guess, and then seconded by somebody else. I would have had no say to it, but I appreciate Chair Lopez giving me the opportunity.
Can we roll this back and that happen?
We did not give him a choice.
I guess he did not have a choice. And I'm glad he's open to it.
It's kind of your turn, Robert.
It would have been actually sort of more amusing if all of us had said no and see what Dana and Heather do with that. So.
All right, well, let's move on to vice chair. Is there anyone that would like to make a nomination?
Well, I wanted to inquire of Commissioner Blanco if he was interested in staying as vice chair.
I'm interested. If nobody else is, wants to do it, I'm happy to do it.
I would like to nominate Commissioner Blanco.
I'll second that. Is he open? Oh, he said he was open. Yes.
Hurry up and make a second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Hernandez, seconded by Commissioner Dickerson. May we please have a vote, a roll call?
Commissioner Hernandez. Commissioner Hernandez.
Kathleen's wandered off.
Uh-oh.
I'm right here, Commissioner Hernandez. Hello, I'm right here. I did nothing different.
We need a vote.
I did nothing different. Hello.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah,
We hear everybody.
Okay.
So you do hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Commissioner Hernandez.
Aye.
Commissioner Dickerson.
Aye.
Commissioner Blanco.
Abstain, I think.
Commissioner Seifert.
Aye.
Chair Lopez.
Aye. Congratulations, Commissioner Blanco.
Yes.
Congratulations to both of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so we go to the next item, which is, I just lost my agenda. Okay, there we go. The third item are the appointment to the committees, appointment of the planning commissioners to committees for the 2021 calendar year. So the recommendation is to choose a subdivision review committee member and a downtown revitalization committee member. Do we have any nominations for the subdivision?
Can I ask, is Commissioner Seifert, would he like to be on the subdivision again? I think he's on there.
I would. I definitely would.
And I'd
I
like
would
to
like-
nominate Commissioner Seifert.
I second that.
It's been moved by Commissioner Dickerson, seconded by Commissioner Hernandez. May we please have a roll call?
Commissioner Dickerson.
Aye.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Aye.
Commissioner Blanco.
Aye.
Commissioner Seifert.
Abstain?
Chair Lopez.
Aye. Okay, Commissioner Seifert is our subdivision review committee member.
Thank you.
Next, congratulations, yes. Next member, and the next one is the Downtown Revitalization Committee. I'm currently the representative, but if anybody else wants to go ahead and do that,
I think you've done a wonderful job, and are you open to being on it?
I'm open to it. I'm open to it.
I would like to nominate Commissioner Lopez.
I'll second.
I'll third.
It's been moved by, who was the second? It's been moved by Commissioner Hernandez, seconded by Commissioner Dickerson. May we please have a roll call?
Commissioner Hernandez.
Aye.
Commissioner Dickerson.
Aye.
Commissioner Blanco.
Aye.
Commissioner Seifert.
Aye.
Chair Lopez.
I will also abstain. Passes 4-0-1. Thank you, guys. All right, so move on to the fourth item, which are oral reports from Planning Commission and staff. Is there anyone that wishes to make a oral report?
Chair Lopez, would you like staff to go first, or?
Yes, please.
Commission?
Yes,
Okay.
sorry.
I have a fairly short update. So our next meeting is going to be on February 18th, and it's a study session, and we're going to be bringing a general plan update item to the commission. It's the vision and guiding principles and areas of change and stability. So we're going to be giving your commission an update on what we've been doing the last couple of months in phase 2 of the project, and then going over the document that the draft document that we prepared for that. And then, so we'll have that discussion at study session on February 18th, and then on March 3rd, we will have a hearing that day, and we will be bringing forward the same item, that general plan update item, for your commission to review and provide a recommendation to the city council. And at that hearing, we also have a tract map, the Enos Ranch West tract map, scheduled for that day as well. And then March 4th, we'll also have a study session that day, and it's the airport specific plan amendment project. And then we have that also scheduled for March 17th for a hearing with another parcel map. So we do have some hearings coming up and some interesting projects that are going to be presented fairly soon, next couple of months. And I did also want to mention that the City Council reviewed the appeal of the Centennial Gardens apartment project, and that appeal was denied. And so that project was approved and will be moving forward. And then the last...
What was the vote on that?
It was 3-2.
It was can I speak real quick? Sure. It was a very long, it was long, and a lot of people spoke, and it was very contentious, and some of the council members were quite upset when they found out that it's a state regulation, and they really had no say over it. And it's interesting to watch. It was long. It was longer than our meeting, I believe.
Yeah. Wow. I watched it as well. I'd forgotten what the vote was, but yeah, I remember that the final turning point was you can't deny it.
I believe it was Councilwoman Waterfield and Councilman Cardero that were the no votes.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. And the other item I wanted to mention that we now have scheduled for a study session is on March 18th, and that's the Broadway and Main Street discussion regarding the truck traffic. And we are actually in the process of reaching out to Caltrans and scheduling a meeting with them to prepare for that meeting.
Nice.
And that's everything I have to update you on.
Thank you, Dana. Any commissioners have a oral report they'd like to share?
Is this the time to bring things for future meetings too?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so I would just like to bring, I tried it once before, and I think it's timely to try again, to move our meeting to 5:30. We need a vote, not everybody can do it, but I think it's worth looking at, and I would like to see that on the agenda.
Yeah.
Is there
I
a
don't know how that works at the-
consensus to put that on the agenda?
Can I ask a question of the commission, and that's, has anyone's situations changed since it was brought up last time?
Not much.
No, my
No?
schedule hasn't changed.
So it's not, you can't do it, Maribel?
No.
Okay, and I take it back then we're fine. I'm fine at 6:30.
Okay. Thank you, Commissioner Seifert. Any other or reports? Okay, if not, we'll go ahead and be adjourned at 6:50. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you guys at the next meeting.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you,
Good
everyone.
night.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.